everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's in the Wry Podcast with Kurt Fletcher. I'm Kurt Fletcher. This is episode 86. I'm doing a solo one today. I was supposed to have AJ Daily going on last week, and my internet kind of shit out on me, so I will record one with AJ next week. Just wanted to do a solo one today. Probably won't be very long. None of my solo ones are. I am currently in Reno, Nevada. I don't know if you can hear some douchebag driving all idiotically. Anyway, I'm in Reno. Got a sweet view of the National Bowling Museum, which is where they actually filmed Kingpin, part of it there. If you've never seen the movie Kingpin, stop watching the podcast right now. Go watch Kingpin, then come back to this. Kingpin is probably one of my top 5 favorite funny movies of all time. It's one of my favorite parts about coming to Reno is pointing that out to people, like, hey, Kingpin was filmed over here. Also have a sweet view of the baseball field. I can see the Reno Aces out there practicing for their game. So it's pretty cool. You can see the whole town from here, pretty much. Pretty nice view. I'm at the Laugh Factory this week, June 26th through the 29th. I don't know when this will be released, so I don't know. I do have a big announcement, though. Yeah, I already posted on social media, but I will be headlining at Quezada's Comedy Club on August 2nd, Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Pretty excited for this. I've been doing stand-up in Albuquerque since August 5th, 2001, and it's really hard to move up at your home clubs. Like, I started at Laughs Comedy Club, started out as an open micer, moved up to hosting. The only show I ever featured there was... actually, I did feature a few times. I had to fill in for a couple guys who got sick and stuff. Like Joe Bartnick got sick there one time. Couldn't talk. So I got to fill in for him, do a feature spots. And the last show that we ever had at Laughs was New Year's Eve 2008. I got to feature that show. I've headlined a bunch of shows in Albuquerque, breweries and stuff like that, and other venues. But like a big comedy club, this is, it's pretty exciting. So hopefully, hopefully I can sell that place out. I'd like to do that. I don't know if I know 300 people, but let's do it. It seats 300 people. Let's sell it out. The cool thing about that, also, they're having a dueling piano show afterwards. So if you go to my show, you can go see dueling pianos. If you've never seen a dueling piano show, it's pretty fun. I went to one in Fort Worth, Texas one time, and it's pretty entertaining. Get the tickets now. You can go to quesadas.com, or you can go to my website, funnyfletcher.com. I've got a link on there that'll take you to quesadas.com. Might be a little easier on there. I don't know. So if you're in Albuquerque, if you know anyone in Albuquerque, tell them to come to that show. It's Saturday, August 2nd, 7 o'clock. My pals Eddie Stevens and AJ Martinez are both going to open the show. So it's going to be a kick-ass lineup. It's been a busy summer since my last podcast. I went to Denver. I was dog sitting for my buddy Don Morgan and lined up some shows while I was there. I got to do a headline spot at a place called Gnarly's, which is in Golden, Colorado. Excuse me. Gnarly's is super cool. It's a new venue. It's an upstairs venue. Super huge stage, really cool layout. Not a huge crowd or anything, but we had a fun show. All the comics on the show were really funny. So that's a cool place. If you ever get a chance to go check out a show, go check it out. They've got a lot of cool, like, old school, like, toys from, like, my childhood in there. So I guess the owner also has, like, a toy museum. So I didn't check out the toy museum, but hopefully next time I'm in Denver, I'll get to. A lot of, like, old school, like, Ninja Turtles and things like that. Plus, they have some arcade games that you could play for free, so that's cool. I also did 3 sets at the Denver Comedy Lounge, which I always love. Met some really cool comics there. Met a comic from Houston, Ku Agenti was his name, and he was the headliner for those shows. Super nice guy. Had really fun shows there. Got to see some old friends. There's also a guy named Kurt Fletcher there. Dude's been following me on Instagram for a while and decided to come check out a show. And he came up after the show and introduced himself, which was awkward. And he pulled out his ID and showed me his name, Kurt Fletcher. So that was kind of cool. And then Sunday, I was able to do a show called Thick Skin at the Comedy Works in Denver. If you've never been to the Comedy Works in Denver, holy shit. In my opinion, it's the best club in the country. I haven't been to every club in the country. I've been to a lot. And it's the best that I've ever been to. There's some really good ones I've been to, but that's probably my favorite one in the country. No doubt, actually. It definitely is. Yeah, it was a sold-out show on a Sunday night. I don't know what the capacity is, 300 people, something like that. I did a 7-minute set, great set, super fun to do. Got to run into some Denver comics I didn't know very well that were on the show. Had a good time. Steve Gillespie was on the show. Super funny dude. I've always been a fan of his. So yeah, it was a cool lineup. It's a fun show. They do a thing where they have the shittiest tattoo, so people in the audience can come up on stage and show their tattoos, and whoever has the shittiest one, they give a gift card to get it removed, which is pretty funny. So yeah, Denver was a blast. Only did the 3, or I guess I did 5 shows, 3 nights. Got to hang out with my buddy Dennis a lot. That was cool. Wrote some stuff with him. He's not a comedian, but he used to do stand-up with me, and I've known him for about 25 years almost now. We used to work together at Papa John's, and then used to write together all the time. So it's cool seeing him. Denver's always fun. I always love going to Denver. I'm going back pretty soon, so hopefully I'll line up some more shows. After Denver, I came home for a couple days. Tom Arnold was performing at Quezada's, and I've always been a Tom Arnold fan. I grew up in Iowa. Tom grew up in Iowa. Both big Hawkeye fans. He was when I wanted to do stand-up comedy. I wanted to do stand-up since I was a kid, and learning that Tom was from Iowa and that he was a comedian, that kind of gave me some hope that I could do it. I was like, Tom could do it. He's from Iowa. Maybe I could do it too. So that was cool. Got to see him perform. Got to meet him afterwards. Chat with him for a couple minutes. I was rambling like a little dipshit. But he was cool. He was super cool. Got to take some photos with him. Yeah, it was a cool moment for me. Usually I don't get starstruck too easily, I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't know, I got a little starstruck with him, so I was kind of rambling like a dummy. So he probably thought I was a jackass, but whatever. So yeah, I met Tom Arnold. A couple days later, I flew to Minneapolis. Did the Loons on the Lake Comedy Festival. So I was supposed to host one of the shows, like the first show of the festival was Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I was supposed to host it, but a couple of the people didn't show up, so I actually entered into the contest. I didn't advance in the contest, which sucked, but I feel like I had a pretty good set, and I got to see a lot of great comics, like just all week. I just watched so many shows. I watched most of the contests, so I got to see all the comics in the contest. Plus, they had some big names there. Like, I saw Jason Stewart, who I had performed with in L.A. before. I didn't get to see his headline set at the festival, but I got to chat with him for a little bit. I got to see Mary Mack, who I hadn't seen since she was like starting out. She came to Laughs in Albuquerque like in the mid 2000s, and she has gotten insanely funnier. I watched her headline set. It was an outdoor venue that she performed at. It was really cool, and she had me laughing the entire time. She's super funny, plus she has the, Wisconsin, Minnesota accent, which makes it even funnier. So it was cool seeing her again after 20 years or whatever. She did great. Who else did I meet? I got to meet Greg Hahn, who was one of my favorite comics. He was always one of my favorites on the Bob and Tom show. He had a bunch of funny one-liners and stuff. Super high energy guy. I didn't get to see his performance, but I got to meet with him and talk to him for a little bit. And he was super nice. I felt bad because he was eating dinner, but I wanted to say hi to him. And I got to meet Emo Phillips, another one of my favorite comics. I didn't see his show either. His show was sold out. So unfortunately I didn't get to see that, but I saw him. He was standing outside for about 2 hours taking photos with people and stuff like that. So when he was done doing that, I walked over and me and another comic that I had met asked him if he would take some pictures with us, and he was nice enough to do it. So thanks for that, Emo. I also met Jimmy J.J. Walker. Got to see his set. He performed at the outside venue as well. And that dude is impressive. He is 78 years old and still super sharp. That was cool to see him. Super nice guy also. It was kind of fun. I just kind of bumped into him like on the way in. When I was walking into the festival, I walked in through the back stage area. And the first person I saw there was Jimmy Walker. He was like, hey. And then he went on stage right after that. And got to chat with him a little bit after the show, too, so that was kind of cool. I didn't take a photo with him, though. I met Don McMillan. Didn't get to see his show, but another super nice guy. I got to chat with him for a little bit. He was also part of the industry panel that they had at the festival. Very knowledgeable guy. He's been around for a long time. Did I meet anyone else? I probably did, but can't remember. Anyways, it was a really fun festival. Hung out with my old comedy mentor Russ Rivas the entire week, so that was fun. And then the industry panel was cool. All the industry people that I met were super nice. And the weather was perfect. It didn't hit 80 degrees at all, so that was nice. And the festival, the venue was like it was called the Crooner's Supper Club, which is like a jazz club. Really cool venue. It was right by the lake, which is cool. That's why they call it Loons on the Lake. And then, so yeah, hopefully I'll get to go back again. I'll try to go back next year for sure. Met some, like a lot of the comics that were in the competition. I gotta hang out with and talk to them, and met some friends now that live all over the country. So that's cool. Super nice comics. Then I came back home, and then did some local shows, and they were pretty good. Man, did I write down anything else to talk about? Probably not. I'm going to keep this pretty short anyway. So yeah, I do have some shows coming up. Right now I'm in Reno, June 26th through the 29th. July 5th, I'm doing a comedy battle at Quezada's Comedy Club. I forget how many comics it's going to be, but I don't know. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be some of the best comics in Albuquerque battling it out for $1,000, I think. I don't know. I think that's the prize. If you want to go to that show, I do have some comps for it too, so hit me up. I don't know how many I get, but if you want to go, hit me up. And then July 10th through the 13th, I'll be at the Funny Bone in St. Charles, Missouri, with my pal Tim Gaither. If you're in the St. Louis area, try to come out if you can. And then July 24th, I'll be headlining at the Inn of the Mountain Gods, which is down in Mescalero, New Mexico. So if you're in that area or know anybody in that area, check out our show. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go do some writing. Had a good writing session earlier with Tim. Wrote some stuff that I'm going to try tonight. So hopefully it goes well. And it does. If it doesn't, it's Reno. Who cares? All right. I think that's it for now. But yeah, come check out my show, Quezada's, on Saturday, August 2nd. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to do a full headline set there, so should be fun. Hope to see you there. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup for the intro music, John Singleton from Anesthesia for the outro music. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully next time will be AJ De Leon on here. So take care, buttholes.